All right, happy Friday. I'm graced with the presence of Al Dalsin here for CorBETs. This is the Saturday picks, so you can catch them early here if you're listening Friday night, or if you're waking up Saturday hungover, catch the picks before kickoff. Let's wet the whistle with a little EPL. These are some you put them to bed, lock these in. You wake up to an early morning cash, and then we'll get to college football. But Al, what are you seeing on the pitch?
So got a decent slate tomorrow. We got 6 games going tomorrow. I like Everton to take care of the Hornets tomorrow at home. Minus 155. So favorites there. Yeah, the juice might scare some people, but I do like Everton's just a superior side over Watford this year. Watford hasn't been too great as of late. And then I like 2 plays in the Newcastle Crystal Palace game. I like the over 2.5 between both teams the last 5 games. 7 of the last 10 combined have gone over 3 goals between both of those games. And then they're both scoring a decent amount and they're conceding a lot. So I like over 2.5 in that one. And I like sprinkling a little plus 305 on Newcastle to get her done. Don't get me wrong.
Explain a little bit about that, because they just got purchased by Saudi Arabian billionaires, and now all of a sudden they're about to be the richest franchise or in sports.
They are. It's going to be interesting seeing how the transfer window takes place, because these guys are going to pay some athletes to go there. So I think Newcastle is going to obviously surge into a competitive club here pretty quickly. But I like Newcastle. I just like from their starting 11 matched up against Crystal Palace's side. I like them getting out a W. They got some guys who can produce a nice counterattack to get a couple goals there. So that plus 305, I would say obviously it's not in your favor, but I think it's a favorable underdog that has a chance to cash.
Certainly against Crystal Palace. All right, so the plays are out for Friday night. So we've got those from Al Dalsin checking back in and myself. I'm going to allow him to pick his Saturday plays for college football as I'll rattle off mine. So then we'll get back to your picks at the end there. But those are the APL slate from the Hall of Famer himself, Al Dalsin. All right, rapid fire. Let's get it. Oklahoma minus 38.5 against Kansas. Kansas hasn't covered a single game all year. I mean, come on, roll Sooners. This one stinks. Plug your nose and play. The UMass Minutemen plus 35.5. We're going under 59 too. This is in Tallahassee. I think this is a lot like the Jacksonville State game where Florida State, even though they're coming off a bye, they're also coming off the biggest win of the year against UNC. I think this is going to be an ugly game that UMass, I hope they lose by 5 touchdowns, that we get the hook. Northern Illinois plus 5 against Central Michigan. These two teams are basically evenly matched. So this should not be 5 points, and playing the number on the road dog here. My eye's going to be on this Wake Forest game, the undefeated team in the ACC, one of the dwindling undefeated teams in the nation still. Army, no slouch. Thank you for your service, the Cadetmen. West Point, this is going to be a gritty game. Let's go under 52.5. I think Army's going to chew a lot of clock on the ground and keep this thing close. Texas State plus 10.5 at Georgia State. Texas State's a live dog. I covered with them last week against Troy. They almost outright won that game. And I love 2 scores with the hook. Wisconsin, Purdue. Don't even turn this game on. Big Ten football. The total's 40.5. We're going under. Every single Purdue game has gone under the total. They're the only team to do that. They're perfect on the total so far, either over or under in the nation. And Purdue's going to win this game. We're giving us plus 3.5 at home. Wisconsin stinks, Al.
They do. Is that? Oh, you got more.
Yeah, sorry.
Keep firing.
Firing away here. New Mexico also has not covered a spread all year. Wyoming minus 20 in Laramie, Wyoming. All right, here we go. This is your team. Akron plus 12.5. Yes, at home. Buffalo's not been the same Buffalo program this year. They barely squeak out a win. No cover last week. They have not covered basically. They've not been a cover machine whatsoever. I like Akron at home. Big number. What do you got for us there? I'm halfway done. How about that?
Oh, man. The 3 plays that I have penciled in right now, you said them all. But really? You're on a heater. I like it. I like Purdue beating Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
It's plus 3.5 at home, just beating who was looking like the best team in the Big Ten at one of the toughest places to play, and beat them pretty handily. I like Purdue.
Crazy. Yeah.
Iowa. I like Purdue over Wisconsin plus 3.5 at home. I mean, even money line.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be looking at sprinkling some on. I also like the under in that Florida State game at 59 or 59.5.
You're not touching the Minutemen, though?
I'm not feeling ballsy enough to touch the Minutemen. I like the under in that one. And then I also like Boomer Sooner covering against Kansas.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. Play the trend.
You think Spencer Rattler's going to transfer? The latest news is that he took Oklahoma Sooners out of his Instagram bio.
I heard that. Yeah, I think.
Would you want him on your team? Gophers?
I'd take him.
Yeah. I'd pass. I like Jurkovic. How about that?
Yeah.
Those are the plays?
Those are the three that I have right now.
Perfect. Love it. We'll tweet these out as well right before kickoff. And let me wrap up with some rambling. New coach. See if a good team can get a win against the slumping BYU. Rolovich, out ya. Didn't want to get the vaccine, so see you later. He leaves millions of dollars on the table. Wazoo, I think Vegas is overreacting, or the public's overreacting, because they're giving us a gift by moving this line all the way to -4 for BYU, who's lost 2 games in a row since being undefeated. Their season, they're always trying to go undefeated and be one of those group of 5 teams that try and crack into the playoff. Not happening. Wazoo, I think, they lose their coach, but it doesn't mean the season's over. They're on like a 3-game win streak, +4 at home. And I think it's going to be ugly. New coach with the offense under 56.5. LSU +8 versus Ole Miss. Too many points. Coach O's coaching for a job right now. He's auditioning. I mean, he beats Florida. Now he says that they're parting ways. All right. If he beats Ole Miss, or at least keeps things tight, his stock's going to continue to at least go up in the eyes of maybe some foolish ADs. Colorado +8.5 versus Cal. Cal should not be laying 8.5 on anybody in the conference. BC +6, +185. You think they have a fighting chance against Louisville? That's the homer play for me, but they are indeed official plays out.
Oh, certainly. I think certainly. Yeah.
Did you watch that NC State game? That was heartbreaking. I just couldn't even watch it. So bad.
I watched the first half, and then
yeah, we're due for one of those each year. Bama in a bounce back, big way versus Tennessee at home, -27.5. That line's actually moving away from me. I grabbed that early. I think Temple's better than South Florida, +2 on the road. Ohio State's on their way to the playoffs. Indiana, not good this year, -19.5 on the road in Bloomington. Stroud, little MVP Heisman hype, as he is really kind of turned it on.
And that Ohio State team looks a lot better than they did versus Minnesota that first half. I can tell you that.
What do you make of the Gophers as they keep moving on?
They got Maryland this week, -4.5 or 5 at home. I don't know. I like Minnesota at home covering that, but
they have a path to the Big Ten West. They control their own destiny, right? I believe they're just going to have to take out Iowa.
I believe that's right. Yeah.
Can't slip up against Maryland. Talia coming to town. How about that?
Exactly.
All right. Last 2 plays. Liberty, North Texas. Let's go under 60.5. Liberty, I think, is going to bounce back since they lost in a big way. And a little money line parlay. This is +296. All home teams, I think, are the better side in all 3 matchups. UCLA over an overrated Oregon. TCU over Ditto, West Virginia. And then Virginia's good, and they're better than Georgia Tech. So let's play the 3 home teams there. Money line parlay. And that'll do it for CorBETs. Let's cash, Al. And see you tonight for a little pumpkin carving. How about that?
Let's do it.